Hi, everyone. It's Karol Clark, and welcome back to the Bariatric Business Accelerator Podcast, where we talk about the systems, strategies, and scalable solutions that help you grow a thriving weight loss practice without all the burnout. Yes, it is possible. And today we're diving into a topic that is on everyone's mind right now. We're going to talk about 5 ways that you can use AI effectively and safely in your weight loss practice. If you've been curious about how AI can help you streamline operations, improve your patient engagement, or lighten the load for your team, this episode is definitely for you. And don't worry, it's not about replacing your personal touch. That would be terrible. It's really about amplifying your personal touch. Let's break it down into a clear and practical way, as I like to do, while giving you the step-by-step actionable strategies that you can use in your practice. So, why is AI important in weight loss practices right now? And you're juggling a lot. You're doing GLP-1 programs, your program's growing fast, you're trying to provide education, you may have higher patient volumes or you're searching for additional volumes, you may have more communication demands with your team and with your patients, you have constant educational needs for your patients, you have documentation, follow-up, scheduling, plus all the emotional support that patients really need to succeed. And AI can really help practices keep up without sacrificing the quality that you offer. And really, here's the truth. It isn't coming for your job, but it can take over repetitive, time-consuming tasks so you and your team can really focus on actually what moves the needle: your patient care, your education, your outcome, your supports, and building your practice. So where can AI fit effectively into your practice? We're going to walk through the effective ways that weight loss practices are using AI right now while staying compliant and keeping patient trust front and center. First, AI for patient education when it's done safely. AI can really help you draft handouts for your patients that you can use, translate complex topics, also create curriculums for your GLP-1 programs, generate FAQs that patients are asking and answers to those, explain procedures or expectations. And for example, you can turn each weekly patient question or those that you hear on a regular basis into an SEO keyword-rich blog or a short educational script, and patients will feel supported. Your SEO improves and your content workload does decrease. For safety, always review anything that comes from AI for accuracy. Make sure you're not using any patient-specific information when you're putting anything into AI, and you want to make sure that that's happening. You can use it for communication. It can draft appointment reminders, generate follow-up scripts for your team to use, provide templated responses for common questions. You can build your own AI agent. There are so many amazing applications out there. Help create structured outreach messages for patients that have been inactive for a while. For example, you can use AI to monitor when patients haven't checked in, perhaps, within your software system. You can improve patient re-engagement and compliance. You can even then generate personalized messages. We're thinking about you. You want to make sure that you do approve any messages that are going out, but you can systematize this with AI and expand it to many other uses. For safety, always use a HIPAA-compliant software system for your communication. Never send AI-generated messages without making sure that you have had a chance to review them, and make sure there's no direct clinical instructions unless it's been approved by the provider. You can use AI for GLP-1 medication program management. There are some new, that I'm actually involved in a software where we are actually coming up with, and it's ready to launch, a GLP-1 tracking. You can take care of your notes, make recipe recommendations, you can keep the patient engaged, you can monitor their use of their meds, you can do pre-visit summaries. Patients can actually feel like they have a coach between their visits, and your team can feel less overwhelmed. As a real example, like I say, software solutions provided by companies such as the one that I know I'm involved with, Pronex, provide automated check-in messages, GLP-1 tracking, automated weekly micro lessons that you can create and send out, medication management. Patients are engaged and they can stay longer. As a safety rule, AI can assist with behavior guidance, but you need to guide the medical care. The fourth way is for workflow and documentation in your practice. It's incredibly helpful for drafting perhaps note templates, creating SOPs in your practice so that you can onboard your team members easier and make sure things are happening as they should, simplify intake forms, summarize long documents, create sales scripts and call scripts for your team to use. One practice I work with used AI to rewrite its entire onboarding workflow into a clean, patient-friendly sequence with automated reminders, lowering their no-show rate and improving patient satisfaction. That was a fun project to work on. As a safety rule, never upload any patient-specific information and make sure that your system is HIPAA compliant. You can also use AI for marketing and patient engagement. That's the fifth way. You can easily stop overcomplicating your content. AI can help you create monthly content calendars, blog drafts, email sequences, landing page copy, social captions for when you're posting or when your virtual assistant's posting or your marketing company is using that. Video scripts for you if you're not so used to creating those. And best of all, it makes your content consistent, which is a real driver of trust. And you can make sure it has your voice. You can train it to have your voice, but you always want to have your touch with that. As a safety rule, keep your tone, your touch, your ethics. Don't just copy and paste something AI comes up with. You need to make sure it has your touch. It allows you to just be more efficient. It doesn't replace you. So where should you not use AI? To stay safe, responsible, and compliant, I believe that AI should not be used to diagnose, to prescribe, to interpret labs, to replace medical judgment, to give individualized treatment plans. This is your specialty. You should not store any patient health information in a non-HIPAA compliant system. AI is there to assist, but you're the decision maker, of course. And then another thing is how to introduce it to your team. Everyone's a little bit wary of it, and for good reason, obviously. But you can introduce safe ways to use AI. Start with just one aspect, one workflow. Choose one area AI can immediately lighten the load, whether it's something related to patient education, follow-up messaging, content creation, those sorts of things, or SOP in your practice. Then, secondly, create a simple AI safety policy. Clarify what team members can and cannot input or generate through AI. Step 3, train your team for consistency. Everyone should use AI in the same way so your patient experience does stay cohesive. So AI isn't a threat to weight loss professionals for sure, but it is a tool that can help you improve efficiency, enhance patient engagement, create more consistency in terms of posting, reduce burnout, deliver better follow-up, and make your program stronger. The goal is not to become an AI practice. None of us want that. We need to have personal touch. We need to have your brain, my brain, into it. But it's really meant to become a smart, you want to be a smart, human-focused practice that's supported by AI. And that's one of the ways that you can scale with confidence. So I do use AI to a certain degree. I always make sure my blogs, my content, whatever I'm sharing has my personal voice, has my own personal experience and examples in it. I use it with caution, and you should too. But there are definitely some ways, and like I say, I work with Pronex, and there are amazing ways that patient software systems, I'm sure you're noticing it already, and you're using it through your systems, but there are amazing ways that AI can make you and your team much more efficient. So that's what we want to focus on. We want to keep everything safe. We want to make sure we're not uploading anything that has patient information or anything like that into a non-HIPAA compliant software platform. We want to be careful what you're putting into AI to analyze or to create, but there are some ways to use it safely, and it can be something that is very helpful for you and for your team. So I hope you found this helpful. I welcome your comments. Anything that you've found that is really helpful for you or your team, feel free to share that down below. I'll have more things coming out with regards to AI and the use of it in weight loss practices. If you're not a part of my e-newsletter that comes out every week, please join that. You can go to my website, weightlosspracticebuilder.com. There's right at the top, you can click on how you can join in. So I look forward to talking with you soon, working with you perhaps soon. And in the meantime, I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you.